On the fifth row, Nielsen, Avramidis, can't say. DCC, a mark. Slowly up to the line. This is pre-final B for OK over 15 laps, round 2. The WSK Supermaster Series bonding to the left out of grid 2. Gomez to the right. We race. What a start from Fast Freddie Lloyd. Bombardier almost into the grass and out. Fantastic start by the Irishman. Finn McLaughlin just sends it. He goes up into second. He's back to third. Here comes Anatolica Valken as well. Gomez has got the race lead. A frenetic start. It's Anatolica Valken who has launched it. The route is right there. Luis Francis and El Colombiano Salim Hannah Hernandez, the second Prema Racing Team driver in P10. Finn takes the lead. Gomez back to second. Super pass from Finn McLaughlin. And the Irishman back in front. He set pole position 48 hours ago for the VDK Racing Team. Finished his first heat back in 10th place as they struggled for the setup over the race distance. As Bondarev muscles his way into second. His Xavier going through 235. Francis 202. The two Frenchmen, Kansei Konsani, DCC in 13. Nielsen, you got a glimpse of David Walter in the 257 Tony Kart, and Stepan Antonov, first time out for the Energy Course team for last year's WSK Supermasters Series Junior Champion. McLaughlin down into turn 1, Bondarev, Lloyd, Gomez, and Jimmy Helias. Ludovico Busso, Alpac Soy, they're both out. You saw their carts abandoned on the infield. McLaughlin with a 61.791 goes purple. There's Lloyd, another crash in the background. We'll get back to that in just a moment as Lloyd down the inside. Bondarev leaves the door open. Fast Freddy through to P2. Bondarev gets the drive. The track is drying. It was Anatolica Valken out in the background. Anatolica Valken out of P6. As we get news that Lorenzo Campos, the Angolan, gets a 3-second penalty. Fast Freddie Lloyd, the second Fast Freddie to drive for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. He's following in the footsteps of Freddie Slater. Lloyd goes by the Williams F1 Academy Junior, the round 1 winner, the WSK Champions Cup champion, Alexander Bondarev. McLaughlin leads. The gap is 1.6 seconds. The Irishman from the Englishman, the Ukrainian in third. Omenino in P4. Jimmy 5e place. First WSK race of the season. Jimmy Helias joins him. There is the Parisian in P5. Remember that spectacular race, which hopefully we can replicate on a drying track later this afternoon. Round 1 of the Supermaster Series in 2023. When Jimmy finished on the podium in P3. There's the field going on through. Walter, Cosman, Christopher, Konsani, Nielsen, Antonov in the Energy. There's Pavan, Sun, that's Jensen Graham from Voda, Mikhailov in the CRG, Shilkunas, Molina, Kolovas, Fisa for the Lanari Racing Team, Louis Castellini from Monte Carlo, and in P26, the Angolan for AKM Motorsport, Lorenzo Campos. Approaching half race distance, Freddie Lloyd with a 61.6, McLaughlin with a 61.7. The RFM driver, the Englishman, is catching the Irishman. Looks over his shoulder. This is a fabulous performance from Freddie Lloyd. Has just been lurking thereabouts around about 4th, 5th, 6th throughout the heats. And at the right time of the weekend as the track is slowly, finally, thankfully, starting to dry. Lloyd's coming good. He's the fastest driver on the circuit. The Irishman P1. racing single make X30 over the past couple of seasons. So many podiums in the British Championships over the past couple of years. Finn McLaughlin, P1, second year with the VDK Belgian racing team. There is the El Colombiano, Salim Hanna. Tony Kart's ahead in the form of Kai Rilliard, Xavier Abramides. In P8, then Walter, Francis, Cosmo Christopher, Kansai, Nielsen, Konsani, Sun, Graham going through. Voda, Michaela in the CRG. Marcus Shilkunas, the Lithuanian, along with the Mexican Fernando Molina. Better drive from Fernando this week. Really did struggle at Bonato. Has come back strong in atrocious conditions here at Cremona. The Mexican now inside the top 20. The retirements include, would you believe, Sebastiano Pavan, who was on the podium 2 weeks ago. Cavalcom was, of course, out. Buso Aksoy out on the first lap. And Stefan Antonov on debut for the Energy Course team. As we see Marcus Shilkunas driving through ahead of Jacob Mikhailov with the visor open, with zero visibility on a filthy 1.2 kilometre circuit. Stefan Antonov, last year's WSK Supermaster Series junior champion, has also joined the list of retirements. Down the back straight, locks up halfway down. Very little margin left by Finn McLaughlin. He's controlling the pace, 1.4 seconds back to Lloyd. Bondarev, Gomez, Elias, Jimmy in P5, now with the Card Republic team. 270, then Kai Rilliard, Salim Hanna. Well, the conditions are changing rapidly. Xavier Abramides had a tough run in the torrential rain, and now with a greasy surface, we're still on the wet tyres, the LeConte wet tyres. Xavier Abramides, the Australian, 235 of the Tony Kart racing team, about to come into view. There he is, behind El Colombiano. Xavier Abramides, behind him is Walter. That's Lewis Francis, with David Cosmo Christopher between them. Kansai, Nielsen, Sun, Konsani, Jensen Graham goes by. Voda, Shilkunas, still with the visor open in the 230 CRG. Xavier Abramides, 12 months ago, taking victory for the first time in a WSK race's final heat on Saturday night. That was for the Card Republic team. He's painted green for 2024, runs in P8, and is setting times almost matching the leaders. Is David Cosmo Christopher. We'll look for Shilkunas, 230 with the visor open. The gap, 1.4 seconds last time. It will be more than that. It's 1.7. As Finn McLaughlin puts in a 61.288. VDK Racing, multiple world champions. Victor Bernier, 2018. Of course, who can forget? Victor Martins taking the race in the desert. The current Alpine F1 Academy driver, test driver, Alpine, okay. Pour notre ami française. 2016 world champion Victor Martins, his brother here, Nico Martins with the Victory Lane team. It was Victor who took the 2016. We have waited almost 3 days to say this as they come out of the pit hairpin. The sun is almost shining here at Cremona. Wow, thank the Lord, it has stopped raining after almost 3 days of torrential rain here at Cremona. The track greasy like an ice skating rink. We're still on the LeConte wet tyres. There is almost a glimpse of sunshine. There is almost a glimpse of sunshine. The track glistening. There is a clean line. It is far from dry as Freddie Lloyd goes on through 2.4 seconds back from Finn McLaughlin. The Irishman, the Englishman with the Ukrainian in third. Well, given another 37 days, and we thought Noah would arrive with a boat. Such was the rain here at Cremona over the past, well, since Thursday night. Finally, it stopped. And the sun is trying to break through the clouds here at the Cremona circuit. This is the town where centuries ago, the most famous, the most valuable violins in the world were made. If you can find one at a Sotheby's auction, you are talking millions of dollars. They were made here in the little town of Cremona. The circuit, which was built in 2012, host venue of this, round 2 of the WSK Supermaster Series, and later on this year, a round of the World Superbike Championship as well. Here's Salim Hanna, the two Tony cars behind him. Walter Avramides, that's Cosmo Christopher. There's the second Australian, Lewis Francis, looking for the remaining standing water on the inside of the circuit. There's a huge puddle going down the back straight. Finn McLaughlin, just brilliant from the Irishman. You can see the sun is shining finally here at Cremona. We have waited 3 days to say that. McLaughlin controls the pace. Two laps now remaining. The field have certainly spread out. So now we're going to get into a tactical battle if the rain, I hope I don't speak too soon, does hold off. Well, will it be slicks on a drying circuit, or do we stay on the wet slate this afternoon? One pre-final remaining here this morning for OKN Junior, who have provided us with some fabulous racing. There's Shilkunis. The visor now wide open. Voda, Mikhailov going through. Lorenzo Campos in goal and recovers into P19. Yes, the OKN Junior, that's our final pre-final in just a moment. And then our 6 finals later this afternoon. Last lap for the Irishman. 3.2 seconds ahead. He's looking at a grid 5 start for the final. Eichmann's to start on pole position regardless of what happens in the remaining half lap. Finn McLaughlin, as the sun finally comes out to shine. The Irishman for the Belgian VDK racing team in the Kart Republic has got the lead from fast Freddie Lloyd. Bondarev, the round 1 winner, in position 3, rides over the ripple strip. Now turns right and accelerates for the final time. From the Emerald Isle, Finn McLaughlin looks behind and the Irishman takes victory in pre-final B. Freddie Lloyd on the inside of the circuit. Home in second place for RFM. There's Bondarev, there's Gomez. In P4, the pole sitter, Icano Fernando Molina. Gomez from pole position. Up the inside as Bondarev was on the ripple strip twice. Finn McLaughlin back into P4 off the start, but picked them off one by one. First going by the South American was the Irishman as Gomez was attacked by Bondarev. Freddie Lloyd, the driver on the charge. Fast Freddie going by the boy from Brazil. The CRG back to 4, the Ukrainian into second. Lloyd for RFM up the inside and just drove by the Williams F1 Academy driver. Bondarev got him on the exit. This time Lloyd made it stick. Lloyd coming home in second place, but Finn McLaughlin, the Irishman, unstoppable as he takes victory in pre-final B. Lloyd in second place.